The Friendly Witch by Rachel Elliott. It was very quiet in the forest. Today was the Friendly Witch's birthday. She wouldn't say how old she was. But she didn't have any cards. She didn't have any presents. And she didn't have any visitors. "And that is the last straw," said the Friendly Witch. "I wish I could have a little birthday party," she said sadly. But as you know, witches don't have fairy godmothers to grant them wishes. So she decided to make a spell herself. A special spell for visitors. "I hope I can remember how," thought the Friendly Witch. It was a long time since she had made a spell, and that had only been a basic Prince into a Frog potion. She mixed all the ingredients up in her cauldron and whispered what she hoped were the secret magic words. Suddenly, there was a loud knock on the door. "It's worked," said the Friendly Witch. "I don't have much room," exclaimed the Friendly Witch, "but you're all very welcome." Goldilocks was first through the door with all three bears. "Any porridge?" asked Baby Bear hopefully. Beauty and the Beast came in holding hands. "Try to remember your table manners," she whispered to him. Goosey Gander waddled in holding a left shoe. "It wasn't me," he said. "He just fell." "I wouldn't believe him if I were you," said Little Bo Peep. "You haven't seen my sheep by any chance?" Mary turned her nose up at the garden. "No silver bells or cockle shells," she said. "What a disgrace!" "I like my little nut trees," said the Friendly Witch, feeling a bit upset. "The King of Spain's daughter came to see them once, you know." Humpty Dumpty was telling the third little pig all about his latest fall. "I'm accident prone," he boasted. "All the king's horses and all the king's men are outside just in case." "She should have built this cottage out of brick," said the third little pig, who wasn't listening. "I could teach her a thing or two." Miss Muffet was looking for some curds and whey when a spider turned up. "Help! Help! A horrible spider!" she screamed. "Why do they need that many legs?" "I love spiders," cried the Friendly Witch. "They catch the flies." "I swallowed a fly once," said an old woman in her ear. "Long story." "Can I have a bone for my dog?" asked Mother Hubbard. "Sorry, but my cupboard's a bare," said the Friendly Witch. The fairy godmother appeared in a puff of sparkling smoke. "I can't stay long," she snapped. "I have to stop Sleeping Beauty snoring before the prince gets there." "Does anybody want to see a magic trick?" called Aladdin, clutching an old lamp. "I've seen it all before," said the fairy godmother. "Don't rub that lamp!" shouted the Friendly Witch. "There's no room for a crack." "Too late!" exclaimed Aladdin. "Who invited the genie?" grumbled Rumpelstiltskin, who could hardly squeeze into the patched little cottage. "He's standing on my beard." Just when the Friendly Witch thought it couldn't get any louder, a fine lady rode up on a white horse. "I must have music wherever I go," said the fine lady haughtily. She had rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She was followed by the Pied Piper and far too many rats for comfort. Old King Cole's fiddlers 3 struck up a catchy tune. The Sugar Plum Fairy was teaching the big bad wolf how to pirouette. The 12 dancing princesses waltzed in, looking for partners. "There isn't really room for that," cried the Friendly Witch. "I wish they would all leave me alone." Shazam! The peace! The silence! It was wonderful to have the cottage to herself again. It was very quiet in the forest. The Friendly Witch didn't have any music. She didn't have any dancing. She didn't even have any visitors. And after a while, she started to wonder if the party had really been all that bad. After all, it would be nice to have a few visitors again, she sighed. Sometimes I wish... Shazam! The end.